In a world where everyone strives for success and self-realization, it's crucial to understand the difference between fatigue and indiscipline. Fatigue is a state that can affect anyone, but indiscipline is a choice one makes. No one is born weak or prone to complaining. Everyone comes into a world full of silence, challenges, and responsibility. However, over time, influenced by various factors, people grow softer, losing their willpower. Excessive comfort, constant noise, and waiting for instructions from others. All these weaken the spirit and hinder the realization of one's potential. But this can be stopped by choosing the path of a Stoic. This path does not promise pleasant sensations, but it leads to becoming a person worthy of respect. It is a process of honing the mind, body, and spirit so that the world can no longer dictate terms. Therefore, it's important to listen carefully to advice and, most importantly, to put it into practice. One of the key elements of this path is early rising. This isn't just about waking before the sun or winning the morning. Early rising is a conscious choice, because every hour spent in bed is time when someone else is working hard to achieve the same goals. While some dream, others act. While some hesitate, others move forward. While some struggle with their alarm clocks, others are already battling their weaknesses, distractions, and desire for comfort. Marcus Aurelius, one of history's most influential figures, rose early not out of a sense of duty, but from the understanding that self-respect begins with keeping promises made to oneself. He wrote, "At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, 'I rise to do the work of a human being.' This should become a daily reminder to start the day with the right mindset." What awaits those ready to accept this challenge and embark on the path of self-improvement? A person is not born for idle leisure. Their destiny is ascent, the bearing of responsibility. They are meant to immerse themselves in chilling solitude, in silence, and find their true essence there. To strive for power, one should meet the dawn in the pre-dawn gloom. To clarify the mind, one must remain alone with their thoughts before the world fills with commotion. The thirst for freedom demands mastering the first hour of the day, not allowing circumstances to prevail. No one can force a person to follow this path, and therein lies the whole point. It's not about external recognition, but about building an impregnable fortress of discipline, capable of withstanding the onslaught of worldly hustle and bustle. This is the art of consciously choosing discomfort, for serenity has never birthed great individuals. A person awakens not to present themselves to the world, but to see themselves in their true light. One should curb their speech. Why waste words? Perhaps the reason lies in insecurity or the desire for approval. Or perhaps one has not yet realized that true strength is found in silence. A Stoic needs no excuses. He lives in harmony with himself and the world around him. He does not prove his worth, but demonstrates it through his behavior, resilience, and choices made in tranquility. Epictetus expressed this perfectly. Don't explain your philosophy, embody it. It's no coincidence that warriors avoid unnecessary words. Words deplete energy, especially when used to gain favor. One should speak only when words serve a specific purpose. Otherwise, it is better to remain silent. Let silence sound louder than the surrounding noise. For you cannot pretend to be present. You cannot fake calm. You cannot counterfeit the energy of a person who is no longer playing to the crowd. To achieve self-mastery, one must stop publicizing every step. There's no need to talk about plans, just act. Let the results speak for themselves. In a world obsessed with showing off, silence becomes an act of rebellion. Now is the time for rigorous training. A person is not made to be a mere ornament. Their purpose is to endure trials. Seneca, the great philosopher, paid special attention to physical exercise, viewing it as a way to build character. He asserted that daily training is necessary, not only for strengthening the mind, but also for maintaining the body's health, as they are inextricably linked throughout life. Do you seek to develop a sharp mind? Then strengthen the body that supports it. A weak body begets a weak will, and a weak will easily breaks under pressure. Many mistakenly believe that physical training is only for improving appearance, but this is far from the truth. Training is about overcoming difficulties. It's about gaining self-control. It is a conscious decision to suffer now, so as not to break in the future. The gym is not a place for selfies, but a temple of silence and focus. Running is not a chase for medals, but a pursuit of mental clarity. By lifting weights, one learns resistance. By feeling the burn in their muscles, they remember what effort means. Discomfort becomes an ally, and pain, a teacher. Every day, dedicating oneself to training, the body remembers anew. A person is not made of soft clay, but of the steel of discipline. They continue to move forward, even when in pain. They see things through to the end, even when no one is watching. No one can bestow strength. It can only be forged by oneself. In solitude, in sweat, in silence, in the repetition of exercises. Strength is born not in contemplation, but in action. And last but not least, strive to remain in the shadows. In a modern world obsessed with appearances, where every moment of life is broadcast for all to see, such a course of action might provoke disdain. But it's worth considering. What is truly being built behind this incessant stream of noise? Fame is merely a distraction, vanity artfully disguised as achievement. It leads the builder astray, causing them to construct for applause rather than for the pursuit of perfection. Fame poisons concentration, making one worry about the opinions of those who don't even care for themselves. A true Stoic builds not to be seen, but because it is right and honorable. He himself becomes the mission. It is important not to confuse fleeting attention with true purpose. Let the work unfold in darkness, in silence, allowing strength to grow without unnecessary witnesses. Like a tree that first deeply roots itself in the earth before breaking through to the light, so too must a person fortify their inner world. Each day spent in the shadows is a valuable gift, providing space, freedom, and clarity of thought. Lack of attention means no obligations to anyone. The purpose is not to play a role on a stage, but to become something more. And when the time comes and the world takes notice, let it be not because of an insistent pursuit of attention, but because the strength has become too great to ignore. Let silence spark curiosity, and presence command respect. So here's the essence. Early rising, moderation in words, relentless training, humility, and inconspicuousness should become not just items on a to-do list, but a way of life, a philosophy of existence. The world, seeking to lull and relax, will tempt with comfort, deafen with noise, and entice with the desire for recognition. But each time, by choosing the path of silence, composure, and hardship, a person returns to their true essence, to the warrior they were before the world tried to distract them. This is Stoicism, not just a theory or beautiful words, but a real presence. Inner strength, iron discipline, and a sense of duty. It means rising with the dawn when silence and indifference surround you. Training in the sweat of your brow when no one is watching. And speaking only when every word carries weight. It means retreating into the shadows to master what truly matters. And when life delivers a blow, as it inevitably will, that person will not break. They will rise because they hardened themselves not for applause and praise, but to stand firm in battle. Let others remain soft and pliable. Let them laugh and entertain themselves. Let them aimlessly scroll through news feeds and sleep until noon. But let you rise early, overcome challenges, and hone yourself. And in this self-discipline, in this silence, you will find something rare and valuable in the modern world: authenticity.